What's the weirdest sub you've come across during your time on Reddit? Raltzheimer's group. It's just the same Garfield comic panel every day. That reminds me of Raltzheimer's group. It's just the same Garfield comic panel every day. Or never broke a bone. The whole purpose of that sub is to violently insult everyone who posts a picture of them breaking a bone and to make them leave for their weak genes. I've never broken a bone either, and I'm not looking forward to my first time. If you have real bones, then you shouldn't even worry about it, comrade. There was a subreddit with pictures of grandmothers baking cookies, but everything was titled like a gilf porn. Unfortunately, I forgot the name. Rolled la Diesbach Ingpies. British granny spreads her homemade chocolate goo for oral consumption is by far my favorite. Yeah, but did you see experienced gilf humiliates her cuck boyfriend, laughing at his thin rod while he tries in vain to satisfy her primal urges, and it's just an old couple making brownies? That's probably my most favorite sentence ever now. Are parasnailing snails that parachute in aquariums? Apparently that's a thing snails like to do. Almost 20k subscribers. Subduck inscribed. I used to tell my friends and lovers about my snails doing this and nobody ever believed me. Of course they'd never do it when anyone else was around. I didn't have a cell phone camera until like 2005, and this was back in the 90s. I gave up trying to convince them because I didn't want to be the weird dude who lies about his snails. You have no idea the vindication you've brought into my life. 10,000 claps for you. Or Sub Simulator 2. I could spend hours in this dystopian sub, lol. Second best post of all time. We are likely created by a computer program. www.reddit.com. Or Sub Simulator 2 comments. Kayak 82. We're illegally created by a computer program. That poor thing. Edit. Do you think that we have free will, or are we guided or programmed in the program and decisions are made by the program? Third most upvoted comment. I don't think that's possible. Lamau. The reply to that: you might not be dead yet. Wait and see. Holy hell. Maybe not the absolute weirdest, but the weirdest one I'm subbed to permanently must be your desire path. I heard of this anecdote about an architect that instead of building paths when designing a new university, he just didn't build any. After a few months they just went back and paved the trails that people left in the grass. I heard, on Chi, the quiz show, that they call the path makers Neanderthals. www.reddit.com. Dick pictures NSFW, currently, not to be confused with dick pictures. A subreddit for pictures of dicks, a small species of antelope. Warning, sub is currently unmoderated, it should only be cute pictures of dicks, but at the moment there are also dicks around. Bummed BC. I'm interested in the dicks. There is this sub that you get added to randomly. You have to post or comment once a week or else you're kicked from the sub. Next to your name is your rank on how long you have been in the sub. It's easy to go up in rank because most people will comment "what is this sub about?" and then forget to comment next week. I forget the name because I was kicked from it years ago. Edit, I was totally into it while I was in there. I even made a spreadsheet of how I was rising in the ranks. Then one day I tried to go to it and it was gone. Edit 2, found my Google Drive spreadsheet about it. It was called RVATVA. I went from 167 to number 67 back in 2016. It's private, so that link means nothing. It would be a real shame if I were mysteriously added to this sub. I went to my inbox to look for my initial invitation from that sub. Went all the way to the bottom looking for it. What a rabbit hole of nostalgia and emotions. My ex used to use Reddit. Anyways, my second inbox ever was saying I was banned from Pyongyang 10 years ago. My ex used to use Reddit. All it takes is a new username. Hell, it could be me. World politics and ranimitities. I love how they got swapped. Kinda like Ratrice and marijuana enthusiasts. Or John Sania and her potato salad. Raw meat. These people eat meat, including chicken, ducking raw, then are constantly surprised and posting about the digestion issues and flu-like symptoms they're having. I would say well no shit, but. Edit see also, raw primal, backed by science. The sub that photoshops buttholes out of porn. Ranyas free. WTFFFFF. Why did I look at it? The Lego Yoda sub that got banned was hilariously bizarre. All these memes creating a degenerate character out of Lego Yoda, mostly centering around him being a racist asshole addicted to ketamine. All the memes used Yoda grammar. Ah, I remember that sub. Shame, I really needed more memes about Yoda on ketamine driving his Honda Civic down the boulevard. Regards on top of horses. If this is your definition of weirdest sub ever, I want to see the rest of your subscribed subs list. Repicturesa Fion sleeping. The top comment: someday, months or years down the road, someone is going to make a post titled "What's the weirdest subreddit you're subscribed to?" When that day comes, I shall share this, and the website will rise up, in one voice, and simply ask, the duck. I am German myself, so I am proud member of German humor. Haha. That's actually really funny. German humor is no laughing matter. We're stuck 10 years behind. It's such a fun and a really good sub. I visit that sub to calm myself sometimes. I know it's weird. It's like entering a time portal when you visit there. Oh my god, I forgot about Coney lol. Ricospinus, NSFW, it's exactly what you think it is lol. I genuinely thought this had something to do with trigonometry. I really laughed at Ron Levan's Super Bowl for the same reason, lol. The Stop Girl, I can't believe it's still running. Deep into YouTube, nice compilation of YouTube videos with a super low threshold of views. Results in some weird, funny, and ridiculous stuff. There used to be a site called astronaut.io that would show you videos that had 0 views. It was fascinating. This thread will change a person. I will never again be the person I was before clicking on all these links. Religobsm, NSFW, obviously. There really is a subreddit for everything. Subreddit Simulator, this is the best man. Knowing everything is commented by bots makes it so weird and funny. Try Simulator 2 instead. It's much more coherent. A whole thread of a bot arguing with itself. This is terrifying. You're pouring the milk before the cereal? I don't remember your testicles being so large. You were looking at the hospital? He sprang awake in the back seat when we fight the dragon? Sinus Framahats, Subreddit Simulator. Bread staple dough trees. www.reddit.com Revorced birds, I mean I get it, but I don't understand why I get it. I'm sub to this but will never post, because I don't have 1/10 of the creativity and writing skills the regulars do. Monks looking at beer. The pack a row o. Hell yeah, for let's crank some hogs and respect each other a row o. But Sharpie's such a strange specific thing to create a community over. It's really not strange at all if you hung around 4chan in like 2010. Quick resume of those threads: girl, posts pic of her naked anon, shoe on head, or GTFO girl, posts pic of shoe on her head anon. Great, now Sharpie and butt girl, what about 5 of them? Posts pic of 5 Sharpies in her butthole girl too. I can do better than that. Posts pic of 13 Sharpies and 2 big pens in her butthole anon. This made me cum btw hyph. It was Sharpie and the pooper, followed by this with pointing alastreply.jpg. Pooper. How could I forget? Thanks for correcting me. Refirm, it's a shadow of its former self, but it's still a weird ass sub. Can someone explain what's going on? If you click on the sticky on that sub, it will take you to a theory farm that will help explain it somewhat. Fact is, I've subbed there for 8 or so years across a couple different accounts and I still couldn't tell you WTF is going on outside of cool shit to look at if you like dark imagery. Here is a link to the Imgur album. It contains the megathreads for the first 2 Trumans, the Truman Show subreddit. It's been dead for years, but beforehand, around 2013, it was a private sub where we all picked a single Reddit user to be the Truman to then follow around Reddit and mess with. One got gaslighted after joining a fake sub for a band they enjoyed. Almost every other subscriber, they boosted it to around 50,000 subs, was in on it, and shit just got weird. Everyone talked about a song from the band they loved that didn't exist and the Truman was confused. They even faked an AMA with the band where the band kept fighting with the Truman over the fake song. The Truman reveals that he might get a tattoo of the subreddit sidebar image, which scares us all considering that we've been subtly fading Jim Carrey's face into the over the previous weeks. This is one of my favorite quotes from a post on that subreddit. Then they made him believe a Korean shipbuilding company sponsored the sub. I made a post about this months ago. I don't know how I feel about this, but I know I wish I was there to experience it.